Hi guys, welcome back. Today is what? Monday? Monday? Yeah, today's Monday. So I'm sitting here thinking about how we can show each other more love, how that we can be in more peace. You know, if you don't know me, I am Danielle. Let's get that out the way. I'm Danielle. Welcome to Elevate by Any Means, where we are elevating one day at a time together in love, peace, harmony, and joy. So, if that is the type of community you love, please hit the like and subscribe, and let's build this community together. Because who don't want people in their corner who feel like them and can enjoy life the way that they do too, right? Now, today I wanted to come through and just do a wellness check, really, because self-care and loving ourselves more is one of those things. Like sometimes we just think like, oh, okay, well, self-love is just one of those things where, we decide that, we're going to, get dolled up. We're going to do our hair. We're going to put on, whatever the oils and scents and stuff are. But in the long term, like, what is it really, right? Us loving ourselves, first, we have to forgive ourselves. A lot of the times we don't want to take accountability because we look at people as if they have done things to us, right? And as a life coach, it's hard to tell people sometimes that, hey, you know, you kind of played a part in this type of behavior happening towards you. Sometimes not wanting to, sometimes it's not wanting to tell people that, they play a part in everything. They made certain choices, they decided certain things, they, decided to be with, date, or, have that particular friend, even though they had certain gut feelings and stuff that showed them that that friend, that person, that thing, that job wasn't for them, right? Like, we have to get clear, we have to get honest. But being a life coach doesn't exactly help people who can't be honest with themselves because it's like they're living in an illusion, right? So, first, we have to decide that we're going to forgive ourselves. You have to forgive yourself, right? So, when you're forgiving yourself, you're literally putting yourself in a state of peace because you no longer are trying to carry the burden of things that have happened to you, of things that may not have went in your favor, of things that may not even be in the realm of what you desired, right? But if we're being honest with ourselves, a lot of the times we chose certain things. We may not have liked the outcome or wanted the outcome, but we chose certain paths and behaviors and things that we may had to think about multiple times before we decided. It wasn't that thing that first of all felt good right off the top. And that's the thing. Because before we make choices, a lot of the times we're thinking about it multiple times. And it may not even be deeply. It could just be like, well, should I go to that party? Should not go to that party? I don't know if I want to go to that party. And then you end up going to the party and something unfavorable might happen, right? But you had that energy. You had that thought. You had that feeling. Your intuition told you. And sometimes we don't listen to our intuition because it's like, what do I want right now? What do I want right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do I want right now? Right now, I know that I want to go have fun, but you're not thinking about the consequences in certain behaviors, in certain things, right? So, when we're talking about self love, loving ourselves more, we have to forgive. Forgive those who have hurt us. Forgive those who, and sometimes, like, I don't even want to act like, we are always at fault in the things that we do, okay? In our choices. Sometimes things just play out that way. And sometimes people just don't have the right vibration and frequency to understand and reciprocate the energy that you have to give, right? So When we're thinking about it, we really have to put ourselves in a mindset where we are forgiving. Forgive. Forgive is love. Because when you're forgiving yourself, you're loving yourself. When you're forgiving others, you're loving yourself. Because who wants to walk around with that baggage in their energy, right? Drop that stuff. Drop that stuff because it's not even worth it. Like, if somebody hurts you and they're not even in your life anymore, why carry the baggage of them in your frequency, in your energy, when they've moved on with their life? They've left, they've went done everything that they want to do, and achieving all these things. Trust me, I've seen that. I've seen that. I've seen that happen, where somebody could backstab you and it seemed like their world seems to be better, but it's not. Because at the end of the day, they have to deal with everything in their energetic field. A lot of people out here like to pretend. I don't want to pretend. I want to actually be happy. I want people to actually be happy. I want people to actually see their worth, see the love, the peace, the joy, have the abundance. So we have to get clear. We have to be real with ourselves. We have to actually accept and practice that self compassion, where you are able to forgive yourself, you're able to forgive other people, you're able to release and walk away from it. That don't mean you got to forget, but at the end of the day, an energetic cleanse is what you need. An energetic cleanse is what you need, right? So, and not to mention, like, we have to shift the dialogue, our inner dialogue too, right? Like, we can't sit here and constantly be worrying about the things that happened to us in our past. Oh, this always happens to me. Woe is me. I don't like this. This always happened to me. Why people always do that? Like, it's not funny, but it's funny. Because at the end of the day, like, you literally are in control of you. I always got one that's sticking up. You are in control of you. You have choices. You don't have to stay in their energy. You don't have to decide that that's what you want. Like, you can literally make a choice and shift out of there. You don't have to be this hurt person. The last thing somebody who hurts you want to see is you being happy, especially if they meant to hurt you. Sometimes people don't mean to hurt us. They just don't know how to love us. Okay? Sometimes they just don't know how to love you. Sometimes they can't reciprocate the energy, the vibration, and frequency that you're putting off because they don't feel like they deserve it. They don't feel like they can have it. They don't feel like it's honestly real, right? So when we're thinking about it, like, on a grand scale, like, we have to start thinking about it in a different perspective. Oh, that person hurt me. I hope they're okay. That's how I act. That's exactly how I feel. It took me a long time to get there. It took me a long time to get there. I've grown so much. But then at the end of the day, we also have to be mindful that we're just people, just like they're just people. So feelings get hurt, emotions get involved, things happen, things may not feel good. But even when things don't feel good, what are we doing about that? Are you sitting up there running that same inner dialogue over and over again? Are you in that space where it just feels mucky and icky? Like, because if it feels icky to you and it doesn't feel great and it doesn't feel good, if you're not looking back and saying, man, I've grown a lot. I've grown a lot. I've grown so much. Like, to the point where that person, that thing, what was done can no longer hurt you. That is your goal. That is your goal. And using affirmations on a regular basis also helps with that. But here's the thing, you have to believe. You have to believe that you are worthy of everything that you're manifesting, that everything that you are desiring. Because think about it, you are a part of source consciousness, right? We may not be source itself, but we have a part of source with us. We can create our reality. We are co-creating with the universe all the time. There are multiple times where I have said something in my head, and then one of my kids may come back and say, "Ooh, let's do the same thing." Example, we wanted to eat spaghetti the other day. Like, I'm sitting up there riding to the store, and I'm just like, okay, I kind of think I want spaghetti today. And I just kept thinking, I'm like, no, they might not want spaghetti today. But then my daughter, my second daughter, she says, "Oh, why don't we eat spaghetti today?" And I know that sounds so small, but this happens a lot in my household. I'll think something and somebody will say it. I'll think something and somebody outside of my house, like my mom and my sister, may come up and say the same thing, right? So we have to get clear. We have to release energies and stop believing that everybody is out to hurt us, everybody is out to harm us. A lot of the times, if we're being honest, they hurt themselves. They're hurt themselves. They're carrying baggage and pains and hurts where they felt unloved as kids, and things have happened to them and it makes them not want to trust. And it's so many things that are happening. And if you yourself are in that space, hey, you are loved. You are peace, you are kindness, you are joy, and you can exude all of these things. If you ever felt like you were lacking in any of that, dare to be different, right? Share it with the world. Go out here and hug and love on everyone you see, right? Because people will love you. People do love you. All right. So taking care of your body and stuff is also a thing, right? It's literally a thing. It's a thing. Like, you literally have to eat better. You have to drink more water. You have to eat more fruit. You have to decide that you're changing who you are. If you're fully loving yourself, you wouldn't feel right putting things in your body that you know are harming you. It's just as bad as the person who broke your heart. You know what I'm saying? It's just as bad as the thing that didn't happen for you and it made you feel horrible, right? So you have to understand that everything is a choice. And in that choice, you're choosing what it is that you want and desire. Nothing is happening to you. You're literally choosing. And sometimes a lot of things happen for you that are outside of your hands. But when they're outside of things that you have chosen, you make the best of it and you keep moving. You shift from that mindset of not feeling worthy, not feeling loved, feeling like all the bad things happen to you, and shift into something that's more peaceful, more positive. You stand in your power and you show that thing and you command it to move out of your energetic field. You stand and say you are a sovereign being, and fear cannot live here. Lack cannot live here. Um, Doubt cannot live here. Any negative entity and spirits, whatever it is, cannot live here. Being overweight cannot live here. Whatever it is, you stand in your power. You stand in your power and you speak it into existence, and with conviction and confidence that you just know for sure that that thing is no longer here. And for those who are suffering with depression, because I'm hearing depression, those of you suffering from depression, understand that you have a choice. You have a choice. You can stay where you are, or you can make the necessary changes in your habits, in your lifestyle, in your music to do something different. There are many, many things that you can try. Many, many things. All of us has been depressed at some point in time. Okay? What it is that you need to find what is good for you. Clear your frequency, clear your energy. I suggest listening to pure tone frequencies. Pure tone frequencies like 888, 777, 432, 528. All of those. I use all of these. And most of the time I use them when I'm meditating too. Get you some sage, get you some Palo Santos, get something, do something more. Take the initiative to eat better. Go work out. Release endorphins. Do the things that you need to do. Find something that makes you laugh and watch it over and over and over again. Be with somebody who actually care about you and go do something fun. Figure it out. Figure it out. See, a lot of times, a lot of us are needing to be and being called spiritually, but we don't want to answer that call because it's fearful, right? Because we don't know which direction to go into. And that can also lead to depression. If you are not answering your calling, if you're not on that journey where you know you're being called to be, you might want to answer that call, right? But do your best to do everything possible to elevate yourself, to elevate your life. Other people may not understand, and that's okay, because you shouldn't look for them to understand. You are individual, and being an individual, a part of a collective, you feel like other people should understand where you're coming from. But a lot of the times, I have to be honest, we don't. Everybody don't understand. Like, some people are just happy people, and some people are dealing with depression and going through things that make them feel down. Within that state, you have to speak life. Your words are powerful. You are powerful. You're more powerful than you think. So stand in your power and say, I am a sovereign being. Depression, sadness cannot live here. Anxiety cannot live here. I no longer accept it, and I release you. Flee from me now. Leave this place now. Leave my energetic field. Get out of the way. Leave and never to return. Return to source to become something great and magnificent. To become love, peace, and happiness. Return to source. Stand in your power and speak it. Speak it out loud with conviction. In any area of your life, speak it, right? And then that leads us to gratitude, because on a scale where we are always shifting and our vibration change, it's just constantly moving, right? If it's constantly moving, we have to understand that we co-create. We have to put action towards things. We have to decide where we're going. We have to choose. We choose. Okay? Now, with that being said, being in gratitude will actually help you feel even better. I hope y'all listening. Being in gratitude will help you feel even better. So as soon as you open your eyes and before you even get out the bed, oh, I'm so grateful I'm alive today. I'm so grateful money and abundance is flowing to me. I'm so grateful that I have the love that my heart desires. I'm so grateful I have that home and that car. I'm so grateful that I have people who surround me who have like mindsets. I'm so grateful that I have an amazing day on that job. I'm so grateful for my perfect health and wealth and abundance. Speak it. Speak it. Accept it and be okay with that. Even if you're not even sure right now, even if you feel like, I'm not sure which direction I want to go into, proclaim that you have the right answer at the right time, that you have the right peace and love to hear the answer, to feel the answer, to know that it's the right path for you. You speak it. But that all comes back to first forgiving, right? Because you have to forgive yourself for not listening to yourself in the past. You have to forgive yourself for not understanding you on a deeper level, on a spiritual level from the past. Because a lot of the times we hold on to, man, I should listen to myself back then. Man, if I would have listened to myself back then, things would be so much different. You have to release that, right? We have to release that, Because a lot of the times that means you're holding on to energies of feeling that regret and not listening to yourself, regret and not following the path that you felt like you should have flowed into, right? So understand that and give yourself peace and understanding, because at the end of the day, who has it for you? There are people in this world who want to see you prosper, who want to see you happy, who want to see you smile, who want that light that you got to shine. But in order to get there, you have to first forgive yourself. You have to forgive others. You have to walk in your light. You have to command. You have to command it by speaking it into existence, right? And you have to be grateful, and being grateful and accepting the fact that, hey, everything that I say is facts. Everything that I want is mine. Everything that I desire is here. That healing that I want, I have. We have to get clear. So getting clear in that means the world, right? Because not only are you being present with yourself, but you are actually looking at your imperfections and things, and you are literally understanding and engaging with that peace, with that joy, right? Like you're literally pursuing, you start to pursue your passions with the love and conviction that you know you have to give it. You start to celebrate small things. It's a major deal, guys. It's a major deal, right? So, also letting go of comparing yourself to other people is self love. You are not meant to be like anyone else. I know that there are a million people on YouTube, there are a million people walking in the streets doing whatever it is that they're doing, and we want to do something in the same realm. Okay? I can't get where I'm going as a life coach or an event planner looking at other people and saying, oh, well, they have books and they have this and they have that and they have this. I can't get there like that. I have to love me enough to focus on my journey, to focus on what it is that I want, on what I need, right? I can't get there just by just saying, like, watching what other people are doing and trying to imitate that. I have to make it my own. I have to make the walk that I am walking in my life my own. If I don't do that, who's going to make that walk my own? Who's going to make it mine? No one can make it yours without you deciding that it is yours and you're going to go this way. You rather zigzag than to go straight. You rather curve than to zigzag, You don't want to be like everybody else. Being like everybody else ain't fun, because then you're stuck in this box of trying to figure out, like, who are you? And then it leads to depression, it leads to anger, it leads to anxiety, it leads to you feeling confused and lost because you're not in that space where you fully, wholly accept yourself and understand that you don't have to. You can choose to opt out of that. You can choose to just be an individual and stand out and be bold and just walk in your power. Because those people who stand out from other people, they're always the ones who get a lot of attention. You know why? Because people see the difference in them. They see the difference in them and they watch them. They see them. They hear them. If you're trying to be like everyone else, it doesn't work. It just doesn't. People have to work so hard to be like other people. But it doesn't matter what other people's journeys are. We're worried about your journey. What is your journey? What is it that you have to offer? What is it that you can do? What are your skills? Because someone in the world needs your skills. Someone in the world needs what you have to offer. Someone needs that education. Someone needs what it is that you're teaching, what book you're writing. They need that video that you're making. They need that motivational speech that you have to give. They need it. And you have something that you're called here to do. You have something you're here to call to do, right? Everyone does. Everybody play a part in the vibration as a whole. Although you're an individual, you're still part of a larger collective. That collective, your energy, your frequency matters just as much as anyone else's. So forgiving yourself, forgiving others, being in love and peace and kindness and joy is absolutely like one of the best things that you can do. not only for others, because you loving yourself is for others. You loving yourself can point out something major that can shift your life into something so grand, so big, so beautiful, right? Like, oh my gosh. But you have to choose to love yourself enough. You have to choose to be in that space where you are enough. You have to choose to let other people shine their light and speak positively, not only for us, for the trees, for the animals, for the birds, for the plants, period, for the air, for the sun, for everything, the water, for the fish, you know? You are a part of a larger collective. So your energetic field being out of alignment may not be the best for everything else. But then you ask the question, how is it that I should be worried about everything outside of me over what's inside of me? You're not to worry about everything outside of you. What I am saying is your energy, your frequency, your elevation, your self love, your vibration all matters, not only to you, but to the collective. You can literally help shift this world into a better, bigger, beautiful, higher vibration by loving yourself, by healing yourself, by deciding and getting clear about why, when, and what it is that you desire. See, it's more so like watching all the light bulbs on your Christmas tree, right? One light bulb go out and it kind of throws out all of the other bulbs, right? So imagine you fixing your vibration and plugging yourself in. That vibration can make the whole string of lights glow bigger, better, brighter, right? So just think about it. Understand and know that everything has a reason, everything has a purpose. So be kind to yourself, be patient to yourself, celebrate every win. Even if you went the day without cursing, even if you went the day without eating a lot of meat, even if you made a choice to put down the donut and grab something healthier, even if you made a choice to meditate or just hold the door for someone, be kind to someone, no matter what it is, you did it. And I applaud you for it because everything is a win, right? Everything is a win. You got up today, you went to work, you took care of your family. No one had to ask you to do it. You did it. You did it out of the love and peace that you are striving for. So, congratulations on taking action, right? And if you haven't been in that space where you feel like you have to take action, right? If you're not sure what to do, if you're not sure how to get there, pray on it, meditate, write out the ideas and things that you want to go for, and read them out loud. Like, say it out loud to yourself. When I'm not sure about what I'm doing or what it is that I want to do, I literally say it to myself. I take a deep meditative breath, breathing in through my nose at least 5 to 6 seconds, slow, deep, right? Breathe it out as long as possible, like you're trying to blow out a birthday candle or blow a piece of paper off the floor or something from across the room. As slow and as steady as long as you can. You take that breath, you clear your energy, and you ask yourself, whatever it is, like example, you take the breath, you blow it out, you say, go to the movies, or whatever it is that you're desiring, right? Say 7 bedroom house, or would you prefer to go on vacation with that money? Whichever one it is, you know what it feels like, because when you say it, it gives you peace. It's a frequency that feels like, okay, there's no tension within me when I say this. But when I say spend the money on vacation versus the things that I desire, you will notice another frequency change. There are different things that happen. But you have to align and tune into your frequency. When you're tuning into your frequency, you're literally calling that energy and telling that energy, like, hey, I really want this thing. Is this right for me? And you focus on it. Focus on it. Like, literally, take the breath. Say the thing that you're desiring to do. If you need to get clear, say the thing that you desire. What does it feel like in your throat? What does it feel like in your chest? What does it feel like in your gut? Does it give you this feel good feeling? Or does it give you this like, there's tension in my shoulders, there's tension in my throat, there's tension in my chest, there's tension in my stomach? If you do feel any tension, it may not be the right choice at the moment. If you need this, use it. I'm writing a book about this, okay? I am writing a book about this. It will be available soon. I can't wait. But take that breath, make that intention, set it, see what it feels like when you say it. When you say it to yourself, you want to absolutely put yourself in the mindset of, do I want this thing or do I want that thing? Even if it take you a couple of breaths, sometimes you have to tune in. It's practice it, because sometimes it takes a while to tune into what your frequency feels like when you're saying and doing certain things, right? So take that time, understand and love yourself. Understand that you require patience, you require consistency, you require intention, you require all kind of kindness and releasing of negative beliefs and making habits that are beneficial to you. Making habits that are beneficial to you, because you need to reinforce that sense of love, of worth, of abundance, of joy, right? You need that sense of all of it, that sense of self-compassion. You need that mindfulness, okay? Releasing everything outside of you. Do cord cutting, visualize that cord there from attaching anything like self-doubt, fear. View it being like a balloon attached to you. When you cut that string, that fear flies away from you, no longer to enter your energetic field again. That doubt flies away from you, never to interrupt or come into your field again, because you do not agree with it. You no longer want it. It has served its purpose, and now it is time to return to source, right? So understand your healthy boundaries. Understand that you are worth everything that you desire. And with that being said, guys, peace, love, abundance, joy, and wealth upon you. I wish you nothing but love, peace, and joy, okay? Join the family if you have not. Like and subscribe. And again, until next time, peace.